Good evening, everybody. It's a pleasure to be here at Congregation Beth El in Missouri City, Sugar Land, where we meet every Thursday night to learn the wisdom of our sages through the lens of Musar. And we're with our friends here on Facebook, and we're going to share with you. Last night was the 37th day of the Omer, and tonight will be the next night. So we're going to talk about the corresponding way of the 48 ways, which is way number 38, which is make responsible decisions. Make responsible decisions. So, it's very interesting that it says in the Torah, it says that Re'ei natati lefanecha hayom et hachayim ve'et hatov et hamavet ve'et hara ubacharta b'chaim. God says, see, for I have placed before you life and good, death and bad. Choose life. Meaning, you have a decision to make. Every single human being has a decision to make. We can choose life, we can choose good, or we can choose death, we can choose bad. And we have that decision that we can make every single day of our lives, whether today is going to be a day of life or today is going to be a day of death. What does that mean? Well, life means productivity. Life means creativity. Life means accomplishments. While the opposite means the void of all of those, where someone who does not spend time making wise decisions, wastes time, doesn't accomplish what they need to accomplish, lazies around, that's someone who's made a decision to choose something other than choosing life. And that becomes a big, big challenge. It becomes a big challenge for a person to maximize pleasure in life. Because then you fall behind the work, you fall behind the productivity, you fall behind of your own expectations of yourself. And that is something our sages give us an insight here in way number 38, is that be responsible with your decisions. Because you're the one who's going to have the results of those decisions, nobody else. Right? Even if a person makes a bad decision, it can affect their family, it can affect their life, it can affect their livelihood, their spouse. I have a friend who told me that he wanted to wait till he had his financial security till having children. The only sad part is that by the time he did have that financial security, it was too late to have children. Naturally. And that's a very, very, it's a very painful experience that he's never going to be able to live down. It's a very sad thing for a person to be in a situation where every day of their life they're regretting something. So that's way number 38. Don't regret things. Make good decisions and you won't regret things. Sometimes you can make a bad decision, but at least you made it consciously. Sometimes we don't even make conscious decisions because we're too lazy to make a decision. Okay, so not every decision is going to be a good decision. Not every decision is going to be right on. It's not going to be perfect. But at least let's be conscious. Let's be aware that we are making decisions. And as someone who makes decisions, you need to be responsible. You need to be aware. Every conscious moment is another decision. Should I eat 2 scoops? Should I eat 1 scoop? Should I eat the whole bag of potato chips, or just eat enough to have a good flavor and a good and a little enjoyment? Should I drink water? Should I drink Coke? And it's not only about diet. It's about should I go there? Should I go there? Major decisions that come up in life, we don't realize are going to be that major. But every moment we have a decision to make. And that's what our sages are telling us here in way number 38 of the 48 ways to maximizing pleasure. Make good decisions. With that, my friends, thank you for joining us. You're welcome to join us here live at our class at Congregation Beth El in Missouri City, Sugar Land, every Thursday night at 7:30 at Congregation Beth El. Have a lovely evening. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for watching, and thank you for sharing, and thank you for liking. Have a good night.